Story 1. Original post. Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend because he lost my dog? Hello, everyone. It is my first time posting anything on here, and English is not my first language. Please keep in mind, I have been crying for the past 2 days. Sorry for any mistakes. Me, 24 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, have been together for almost 4 years. We get along okay for the most part. Things like him losing something of mine have happened, but never to this level. I have had my dog, Milo, 12 female, for her whole life. We grew up together, and it's really hard for her to get to trust other people. She has always been an anxious girl, but she is the light of my life and was always by my side, even in my worst days. 3 years ago, I introduced my boyfriend to my family, which is just my mom and Milo. He and my mom got along okay, but he did not acknowledge Milo in any way, which is fine. I did not expect him to be all over her, considering she does not like that. But I still found it pretty strange because he said he absolutely loved dogs. And to be honest, I believed that because he would always pet dogs when we were outside. Any interaction for the past 3 years with her was limited, but Milo warmed up to him. She would greet him, go to him for pets, which he sometime gave, and accepted him on our daily walks. 1.5 years ago, Milo got sick. She had a tooth infection which was pretty bad. Her whole right eye was swollen shut. I asked my boyfriend to take us to the vet because I don't have a car. The vet took care of the infection, gave me some antibiotics to give her every day, and instruction to clean the wound that was left after the vet cleaned the pus. For a couple of weeks, I did not hang out that much with my boyfriend. I took care of Milo because she was not feeling great. One thing that stood out to me was the fact that he seemed pretty pissed every time I brought her up, talking about her progress. Looking back, that should have risen some red flags. But I guess I brushed it off. Now that I gave you the short version of the past, this is what's happening in the present. I planned with my mom to go on a short vacation, to visit my grandparents. I was talking to my boyfriend about this trip, and I told him who would take care of Milo, my best friend, Alex, 23 male. My boyfriend then offered to take care of her. He was mad that I did not come first to him, stating that he loves Milo and wants to go on walks with her. I reluctantly agreed, considering this love for her was out of the blue. The trip was supposed to last 3 days. On day 2, I was talking with my boyfriend on the phone, and he casually says that Milo really likes to stay outside. For me, this felt off, and asked him what he meant. He left my sweet girl outside, hours at the time, alone, and would check up on her hourly. Mind you, I live in an apartment and I don't have a backyard. Me and my mom left as soon as I told her, and we arrived back home at around 9 p.m. Since then, I blocked my boyfriend on everything and have been searching for my girl. I have printed posters, went out every day for hours at a time, and put her on Facebook groups around my area. If you have any advice of something more I could do, please let me know. Now, he and his friend group say I'm an a-hole because I have put my dog above my boyfriend in all of our 4 years of relationship. I know for a fact this is not true, but I don't have anyone else to ask, besides people that are really close to me and would be biased. I am sorry for the long post. My mind is all over the place. Now for the comments. Not the a-hole. Your boyfriend's negligence led to your dog's disappearance, and his lack of care for Milo over the years clearly shows where his priorities lie. Breaking up was justified. Keep searching for Milo. Involve local shelters, vets, and social media for broader reach. Not the a-hole. This is negligence when he had responsibility to uphold. Heck, he might have done this on purpose. This is what I am the most afraid of. He seems smart enough not to let her alone outside, considering how scared she is of everything. Thank you. Check all your local shelters. It feels like he's given her away and is pretending she's wandered off. That's what I did first thing in the morning. Left them my number and one of the posters to the ones that let me. Thank you. I think he did this on purpose. I would check with local veterinarians and see if he put Milo down. If he did, get a lawyer as soon as possible. I could never be with someone who had no regard for something as special as the love you have for your dog. She is chipped. Would have he been able to do that without me? I did not even consider this. Update. Hi. A lot of people asked me for an update. I should have waited until I got some rest. But you all were so helpful, and you deserve to know how this ended. My ex came today to get his stuff, and some of you might be happy for what you are about to read, but he did not get a single thing back. When he saw me, he started begging me to forgive him, and thanks to you again, I agreed to forgive him if he told me the truth. He just looked me straight in the face and said, "If I'm going to be honest, you won't forgive me." My heart broke all over again, thinking about the worst of things. When he saw me cry, he told me I should get over it because she was already old. But if I really wanted her back, I should get back with him. And when he trusts me that I really forgave him, I could see her again. I was exhausted, hopeless, and angered. And even though I wanted my girl back, I could not look at him, let alone be with him for however long he thought it took me to forgive him. So he left, not telling me a single thing about Milo. I got a call some hours later, and on the other end was a lady who found Milo on the side of the road. She told me she would wait for me to come, because when she wanted to pick her up, she seemed to be in pain. When I got here and saw her laying there, all my emotions flooded me. My sweet baby, even though she looked so different, was alive. She is now staying overnight at the vet. She has 2 broken ribs and is dehydrated. If everything goes well, she will be home soon. I appreciate each and every one of you that took the time to guide me in this nightmare. Thank you again. I will be pressing charges. Now for the comments. Good for you for remaining broken up. But if I really wanted her back, I should get back with him. And when he trusts me that I really forgave him, I could see her again. This is all sorts of evil. Your boyfriend likely didn't even know where your dog was. Even if he ever felt that he had been properly forgiven, how the heck could he let you see your dog again? What kind of evil lies would then be spewed from his orifice? Many domestic violence victims don't leave due to pets they cannot take with them. Abusers use their love for their animals against them. That is exactly what he was doing. This a-hole sounds like the ones I've heard of who are jealous their victims demonstrate love for anything or anyone that is not themselves. He'll kill someone someday. Guaranteed. While you are pressing charges, also get a restraining order against him. He sounds scary. Like the part where if you get back with him, he might decide to let you see your dog? She needs to change her locks ASAP. This dude exhibited psychopathic behavior. He probably made copies of her keys somehow without her knowing. Exactly this. OP, you need to change your locks immediately. Now. What he did was no accident, and likely your sweet baby was able to run away from him with 2 broken ribs before he killed her. Take this seriously. I'm so glad you got Milo back. My God, my heart ached for you. And hearing she's been found alive is incredible. Please take this advice to heart. He is going to try and get back at you for rightfully leaving him. How do I know? Because of what he did to Milo. Beyond unhinged behavior. Not only that, but rubbing it in your face by fake apologizing and still leaving without saying a word about what he did to Milo. I know what I would do to someone this evil. Please give sweet baby Milo so many hugs and kisses from all of us Redditors, and tell her we are proud of her and her mama for getting away. I'm so glad Milo is okay. I had a feeling he did something horrible to her. This man is dangerous and has shown you who he is. Please be safe and never let him back into your life. This is massive stalker sociopathic behavior. Agreed? I feel like he kicked her and broke her ribs and then she went away to hide. I don't think a car hit would have caused only broken ribs. That ex is a piece of crap, deserves nothing in life. OP, good luck, best wishes to you and Ms. Milo. Story 2. Am I the a-hole here for making my sister pay back my daughter? My 42 female daughter Brooke, 16, has been reading since she was 5. She has always loved books, and she would spend her allowance that we gave her on the newest book in the latest series that she was reading. It's pretty safe to say that her book collection is huge and filled with all kinds of limited edition and special edition books. Recently, she used her allowance to get a new special edition version of a book she already had because she has been saving up for it and was very excited to get it when it came out. Well, my sister Lindsay, 36, came over on Saturday with her daughter Mariah, 13, to spend time with us because it's been a while since we got to hang out and we were just catching up. Mariah started to head to Brooke's room, but I stopped her and told her that Brooke was out and she would be home in 20 minutes, so I suggested that she wait down here with us and tell me about how school was going. She talked for about 10 minutes before she said that she had to go to the bathroom. We have 2 bathrooms in our house, one upstairs and one downstairs, not including our ensuite. Unfortunately, the downstairs one is having some issues, so I told her that it was okay to use the one upstairs for now until the one downstairs is fixed. She said okay and went upstairs. While I was talking to my sister, Brooke came home, said hi, and quickly went upstairs to change. She wasn't up there for 5 minutes when I heard a loud scream and quickly ran to check on my daughter. When I got to her room, my jaw dropped when I saw several of her books, including the new special edition one, destroyed with ripped pages everywhere, and Brooke in tears at the destruction. Brooke is very non-controversial and hates arguing or fighting with people, so I stepped in for her. I told Mariah that she needs to apologize to Brooke, clean up the mess she made, and that she would no longer be welcomed in my house. I then turned to my sister and told her that she needed to reimburse Brooke for the books that her daughter destroyed. Lindsay argued with me that Mariah was just a kid and she didn't know what she was doing, but I told her that Mariah is old enough to know right from wrong, and what she did was wrong. Lindsay argued back that if my daughter didn't want her books touched, that they shouldn't have been out. I lost my cool and told her that they weren't out. They were put away in her room where Mariah wasn't allowed to be without Brooke's permission. Lindsay refused to pay Brooke back and called me a greedy person before leaving with Mariah right behind her. I told my husband about this and he was absolutely on our side, and he agreed that Lindsay needs to pay Brooke back for the books that she lost and can't replace as they were special/limited edition that she can't get back. This whole thing has really blown up, and my side of the family is telling me that I'm being too hard on Mariah, that she's just a kid, but I don't think I am. She destroyed my daughter's property, and she needs to know that her actions have consequences. So I'm asking here, was I the AH for demanding that my sister pay me back? Edit to add, I have seen some people ask, and I'm going to add a bit of information. Mariah has always had a fascination with Brooke's book collection, and last year Brooke let her borrow 2 books because Mariah said that she wanted to start reading. And since Brooke loves reading so much, she thought it was a good idea to let Mariah borrow a couple. Well, 2 weeks passed and the books came back damaged. Nothing like this, but definitely not in good condition anymore. So Brooke told her that she was not allowed to borrow her books anymore. Mariah was angry at that and yelled at my daughter, and since then, Brooke has kept Mariah away from her books. My husband and I think this is what caused Mariah to do what she did to Brooke's books. Now for the comments. Why is everyone acting like Mariah is a toddler? She's 13. She 100% knew exactly what she was doing, and she did it on purpose. Your whole family sounds whacked. Not the a-hole. Damn teenager is what she is. And she knew exactly what her actions meant. She tore pages out of books. Who does that? An ill-mannered brat, that's who. Not the a-hole. Someone should have caught some hands for that, and not the child. I'd give all it to the mother of that child. Not the a-hole. A 13-year-old? Wow. Even 5 years old know better than that. Your family can F off, hold your ground. Exactly. My eldest accidentally broke a photo frame at my mother's house when he was 8. My son was beside himself with remorse and full of apologies. My mom knew it was an accident and told me not to worry about it, but I knew that it was a special frame. I immediately had it replaced. Special order. I had to have a replica made, and my son had to do chores for me to earn half the cost of the replacement. Even at 8, he understood that situation and why he had to take some of the responsibility for the replacement cost. There is no way a 13-year-old doesn't know what she is doing. Not the a-hole. Regardless of their age, if a kid breaks, damages, steals, whatever something, they are responsible for it. I don't care if the kid is 17 years or 17 weeks. Their kid, their responsibility. Also, a 13-year-old is plenty old enough to know that you can't just destroy other people's stuff. That excuse ends at about age 7. Also, you'd already told her not to go in your daughter's room, so it's not like she wasn't aware that she was doing something wrong. My kid is currently 7. I want to say it was about 4 or 5 max that she knew better than to mess with other people's things. Pretty across the board for my friends' kids too. What gets me is the 13-year-old knew exactly what she was doing. She tried to go there first thing and was told no. So she asked for the bathroom to get away and go do what she initially wanted. That was planned. I highly doubt she actually needed to use the bathroom. Thank you for listening. If you like the video, consider like and subscribe. If you want more stories like these, turn on your notification to receive the latest stories.